On the evening of the second Sunday of Easter, April 12, 2026, in the serene atmosphere of Thanh Parish, the sacred music cafe program Eat Thirst and Sing was once again held, offering the faithful a space that was both intimate and contemplative. From 7:30 p.m. to 9 p.m., the parish hall resonated not only with familiar hymns, but also became a place of gathering for souls seeking peace, communion, and deeper spiritual meaning amid the busyness of daily life. Organized by the Family Catechesis Group of Thanh Parish, the event welcomed the presence of priests, religious, young people, and a large number of parishioners from both within and beyond the parish. Rather than taking on the form of a professional performance stage, Eat Thirst and Sing embraces a simple yet enduring path, grounded in sincerity and a spirit of service. This has fostered a warm and welcoming environment where each participant is not merely an audience member, but a living and active part of the ecclesial community. From the very beginning, the program left a lasting impression through its hospitality and the richness of its musical offerings. The hymns presented were not merely artistic expressions but carried profound depth of faith. From traditional sacred songs to contemporary compositions, all blended harmoniously into a musical flow that was both reverent and accessible. In this setting, participants were invited not only to listen, but also to enter into silence, reflection, and prayer. What distinguishes Eat Thirst and Sing is its openness and spirit of welcome. There is no strict division between performers and participants, nor rigid standards of technique or experience. Anyone with a love for sacred music may offer their voice, whether a young person holding a microphone for the first time or an elderly parishioner. Each contribution, however simple, bears its own unique value, for it is an offering that springs from the heart. In a brief sharing with the organizing team, a young participant expressed, "At first, I was very nervous, but standing before the community, I truly felt supported. I was no longer singing for myself, but praying with everyone. That helped me overcome my fear and discover joy." In a deeper conversation with a representative of the Family Catechesis Group, the organizing body can perceive a clear pastoral concern: how to help young people today encounter the faith in a natural and living way. Music is a very accessible path, the representative shared. There are things words cannot fully express, yet a hymn can reach the depths of the human heart. Thirst and Sing is not merely about singing. It is a journey that helps people recognize their spiritual thirst and learn to turn toward God.
The title Eat Thirst and Sing is therefore far more than a simple slogan. It embodies a profound theological dimension. Eat Thirst expresses the inner longing of the human heart, a yearning for meaning, for love, and for authentic life. Easing, in turn, is the human response to that call through one's voice, through personal commitment, and through daily living. As long as one still athirsts, one can still sing. And as long as one continues to sing, faith is nourished and allowed to flourish. Beyond its spiritual dimension, the program also embodies a concrete expression of charity. Throughout the evening, beverages are served on a voluntary donation basis, with proceeds dedicated to supporting children within the parish. This harmonious integration of music and charity highlights a distinctly Christian spirit. Faith is not only celebrated, but also lived out through tangible acts of love. One of the most moving moments of the evening came from the performance of an elderly parishioner. Though lacking professional vocal technique, his voice carried the depth of lived experience and a sincere love for God. As the final notes faded, the entire hall fell into a brief, profound silence before erupting into warm applause. He later shared simply, "I do not sing well, but I want to sing for the Lord, and here I feel accepted." Nay, his testimony reflects the very heart of Eat Thirst and Sing, a space that does not emphasize perfection, but sincerity, that does not seek prominence but communion. A religious sister attending the event also remarked, "This is a very beautiful form of prayer. Through music, the community is united with one another and with God in a natural and profound way." For many young people, See Thirst and Sing serves as a much-needed pause amid the rapid pace of modern life. One student shared, "After a stressful week of studies, coming here helps me feel renewed." It is not just about listening to music, but about rediscovering peace and meaning. This balance between artistic expression and the life of faith has made the program an inviting space where young people can encounter faith without feeling distant or constrained. As the evening drew to a close and the melodies gradually subsided, many participants lingered to converse and share. These small encounters became visible signs of a community alive and growing in communion. In this way, Thirst and Sing does not end within 2 hours, but continues to resonate in the daily lives of those who take part. It is understood that the program will continue as a regular pastoral activity of Thanh Parish, held every Sunday evening from 7:30 p.m. to 9 p.m. more than a fixed schedule. It is gradually becoming a spiritual meeting point, a place where those who long for God may return, encounter Him, and find support in their journey of faith. In today's social context, where individuals are often swept up in noise and pressure, pastoral initiatives like Thirst and Sing carry particular significance. They are not merely programs, but invitations to pause, to listen, and to recognize the deeper thirst within one's soul. From there, to raise one's voice in song, not only in sound, but through the living witness of one's life. Thirst and Sing may not be a grand stage, but it is a space wide enough to welcome all. There, every song becomes a prayer, every glance a sign of communion, and every Sunday evening a journey of return, a return to God, and a return to oneself.